Okay, so this first episode gave us a little bit of a glimpse inside of what we think about people and how they interact with one another. Of course, I want to know what you got to say. Your girl Talisa Rae. What's up? How you doing? Ray of Sunshines. We are reviewing Ready to Love season number 2, episode number 1. Let me just tell y'all something. I watched this on the OWN network app, and I need on the OWN app because that's the Oprah Winfrey Network app, and I need for them to do the right sequential order of the episode. So like this one is showing season 1 episode number 13. No, it's not. It's season 2 episode number 1, clearly said by Will and Tommy, the hosts, in both episodes. Okay, I mean in the casting episode and in this episode. So I need them to fix that. That's what fucked me up with Love and Marriage Huntsville. Hence the reason I just was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna review it. Okay, because that's not what we're here for. So here's some logistics. We already know that Tommy Miles is the host. If you don't know who Tommy Miles is, shame on you. He's an actor, a Broadway actor to be exact. And when you see him speak and all the enunciation of the words and the type of energy he brings, you know that he has that type of Shakespearean actor experience. But he is also the nephew of Steve Harvey. Just last year when Ready to Love first came out, that's when I found out that he was married. I didn't know that he was married, and that he was, I mean, we knew he was doing all right for himself and that everything was jokes, but he made it seem like he was available. At least that's how it appeared to me, and I could be wrong. I had to say this stuff because we're moving forward as a family. I need to get these thoughts out of my head. It is 10 weeks, so you will see me for 10 weeks. When the episode opens up, you see the singles arriving. I think it was London first, and then after London came, was it Divine? I want to say Divine. Maybe it wasn't Divine. London. It wasn't Divine. I don't know who it was. They just started coming in individually, and then we started to see them interact with one another. And it is important that for me to figure out who arrived after London, but before Jimmy Jones. It was what is her name? Because we didn't have a lot of her. What is her name? I don't remember her name, but she was. However, my first thought of Jimmy Jones based on that interaction with that young woman, and I want to say maybe it was Divine, after London had spoken with her for a few moments, that it was Divine, that he was too much, that he talked too much, that he was putting too much into it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was sending his representative already. If the point is for you to find love because you're ready to love, then you no longer send your representative, but you come with your authentic self. He already tells us, of course, that he is the top salesman in Atlanta, and that's kind of like bragging, but I'm actually throwing my accolades out first, which is what most of us do before you get to see who I am. And that's my first impression of him, even as he went and floated about and talked to the other ladies and introduced himself to the other ladies. I felt like he really did too much. Like he really needed to slow down. I also want to say that when I saw Darren, I was like, I changed my mind about Darren. Just seeing him in the crowd before he actually started talking, we'll talk about that later, I changed my mind about him. I was like, oh, there's something really endearing about him. There's something extremely attractive about him, that he is definitely ready to love. He gives you the impression that I am here to find somebody that will match my swag, that has something going for themselves. That's the impression that I got from him. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, he don't look as little as he did on the casting episode. I was like, all right, Darren, I know you were 6'3", but you would look small, but you don't look small no more, honey. You look fit. Divine is also full of herself. I'm just here to bless everybody. Divine was not the first person there. See, I'm back at that again. But whatever. But this is what she said. I'm just here to bless everybody with my presence. Listen, I understand that. I say that all the time in joking, but she was serious. And I really felt like it was too soon for her to be so damn cocky with all that damn plastic surgery she done had in her face. To each their own. But baby, slow down, because your looks, because you think you fine, ain't all from natural beauty. You probably aged a little bit and needed a nip and tuck. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If I had the money, I probably wouldn't do anything to my face. We talk about it all the time. I would get me some boobs and a tummy tuck. We talk about that all the time, but I feel like she's doing too much because she's had to enhance her features, so she needs to calm down. It looks real stretched. Whatever, her and Christina the lawyer, but whatever. I literally wrote I don't like her already, and it's only been 3 minutes into the episode. Alexis is very competitive, honey. She walked in talking about she was sizing up her competition. I wrote down that she was having a couple people were having a conversation, and it was, what meal can you cook for a king? I wrote, get the fuck out of here. What you cooking for me? Like, I'm not a feminist, because in my mind black women can't be feminists. The feminist movement was not to empower us. They forgot about us, okay? But I do believe in equal rights for women. I do believe in uplifting and supporting one another. I'm just not a feminist, okay? I'm a black woman, okay, who wants to see us succeed. And when he said that, which is one of my biggest pet peeves, when a man constantly asks you, what you cook for dinner? What's for dinner? What can you cook? What's your favorite thing to cook? Nigga, what can you cook? I don't cook. I can't cook. I can't cook. What can you cook? Because you're going to do the cooking. Like, that's how I be feeling. I'm off on a tangent. This isn't about me. And I really don't want this to be like 40 minutes long like I normally do for Married at First Sight. Anyway, so when Tommy comes, he explains it to them. We have evened out the playing field, which is something that I talked about in the casting season, the casting episode, that I did not want to see an unbalanced amount of men and women. So they did say it's 10 on 10, and that there will only be 3 couples left, that they will eliminate everybody one by one until there are only 3 matches left that are ready to love. So I like that. I do like that change. Another change again will come on to LA or anywhere other than Atlanta, because there's a lot of black people, a lot of places that could use love, okay? And I'm talking black and over 35, okay? Thanks. He also advised them that they are already eliminating 2 people, that by the time the day was over, that they will have eliminated 2 hopefuls, okay? That 2 people will be like, bye-bye, so long. Then when I saw Chica for the first time, remember I told you I didn't know if I would like him. Chica was the barber. Chica, I was like, okay, Chica got the swag that I like. But the one thing I do like is a man in a suit. So London won me over with that electric blue suit. He's not as attractive as I thought he was, but he did win me over with that suit that fit so well, like it was tailor-made to his body. And I'm going to give John some credit. Not John. John is a mess. Not John, but Jimmy Jones some credit, because he wore a suit as well, and his suit fit immaculately. I do like that Chica had on some plaid pants and a white shirt, and I like that he was able to show his style, and he wore that with his beard and them glasses. I like him better with his glasses than without, like I'm on the show. I do want to say, every time I saw a man pull a woman away to go and talk to her, I always think to myself, that is such a gentlemanly move that gives you a head start. If you see a woman you like and she is in a crowd of women, you go get her, you grab her hand, and you walk her out. I have always felt that way about interactions with men. Go get her. Don't try and talk to her in front of her friends. Pull her out. It's super sexy, and then show her some attention by herself. So I thought that was a move, a bold move, and I'm wondering, because that's not a normal thing for men to do, but I'm wondering if that was something that the producers urged everyone to do as they were going along and found people that they were really interested in, because you saw that throughout the episode. Okay, so the first interaction we saw was really Chica and Divine, and come to find out that they cool. What did he say, or what did she say? We like Barney and Fred. That they were introduced by a mutual friend, and they're friends now, and so it's really good to have like a partner in crime to kind of help one another. And as they were sitting there, you know, I would think that Chica wouldn't like Divine, because he said I don't see her that way because she seems a little superficial. But listen, again, this is first impressions, but everything about these first impressions to me are saying that she's superficial. Secondly, She said that Chica is too blunt, too straightforward. Like, instead of saying, baby, you got something green in your teeth, did you brush your teeth today? Like, he would do that. And so it's too blunt, too straightforward, even though that's probably him trying to be funny and trying to make the situation okay. I'm not sure. I don't know him. But I would still be attracted to him for the simple fact that I would be like, I prefer somebody to be upfront with me. But I would probably say, could you finesse what you're saying a little bit? Like, you know, and she said he would do some justice with someone who could make him softer, and thought that Alexis would be good for him. Alexis and Reva, Reva was the second person there. Couldn't think of her name. Reva was the second. I don't forget it. Just forget it. That Alexis would soften him up a bit. And that she liked Reva, the girl with the... And I think Reva was the second person there. Y'all help me out. Let me know down below in the comments, because it's going to bother me unless I go watch it again. Then she said that... then he said for her that he saw her with London or Darren. I don't see her with Darren. I don't see her with Darren. I don't see her, because the impression that I got about Darren going through is that he wants a woman that is not so aggressive, that knows how to vibe, have a good time, how to be chill, how to be down to earth, is sure of herself, is confident, but not over the top. And none of those things are describing Divine for me right now. We see Chica go interrupt the conversation between London and Alexis, so that he could have a chance to speak with London. So that he could have a chance to speak with Alexis, and she would have a chance, she as in Divine would have a chance to talk to London. And right off the top, Chica's turned off by her, because of the simple fact that she is talking about her ex. Not that she's talking about him, but that she's talking about him. Like, she doesn't have anything positive to say. And really, I'm reading that as that she's not taking accountability or responsibility for the part that she played in that 6-year relationship that didn't end in marriage, because she was the breadwinner. It was more of a down talk. And I think I talk about this, you know, since I'm the wife coach and everything. Wait for my website, because I'm here to coach y'all into being great wives as you see fit. But I just feel like you have to be able to own up to some shit and what you could have done better in relationships. And if you rock with me for real, you hear me talk about it all the time in my own specific marriage. If you're new here, I'm a widow. And so I talk about what I could have done wrong. I talk about what I've done wrong and what I could have done better, and what I constantly make a conscious effort to change about myself. And we have to be accountable for ourselves, do self-evaluation and discovery in order to be great partners. That's just what I think, but who am I? Okay. London said he likes both Divine and Alexis. So for him not to like thought pockets, he sure has a type. Because Divine gives me a thought pocket kind of thing, and Alexis is gorgeous, you know what I'm saying? Both of these women are what you would call, I guess, on the higher spectrum of popping, you know, because they're super beautiful, or whatever the fuck people want to say, you know. The thing that people gravitate, the ballers gravitate to, they have that. A lot of them are thought pockets, some of them are not. But you understand what I'm saying when I talk about that. Let me know if you disagree with me down below in the comments, because all I'm saying is they both have that je ne sais quoi, that quality about them that the baller would like. And ballers like thought pockets. Even the ones that's frozen, as London would say. Anyway, when we saw John is World Star COO digital company. Thank you, Jazzy. I think that was Jazzy that hooked me up with that. We saw him, and I felt like he was campaigning. Like he was campaigning for love, going around telling people, you know, what he thought about love, and how he needed unconditional love, and I push a love button. And it was really a turn off for everybody. And in my heart, I thought to myself, he's not going to make it past the first episode, because every woman has something bad to say about him. Not only that, I said that in the casting episode, that because he's celibate, he probably won't find love on this show. But baby, I guarantee you, if you following him on Twitter or Instagram, give him a few months, I guarantee you that he will find his wife, because there's someone who is looking for exactly what he's dishing out. It ain't me, but there is somebody who is. Like, he kind of gives you the thought of somebody trying too hard. But I got some more to say about him when we get there. Hold on a second. So when I see Jimmy Jones and Kimber, now Jimmy Jones is the one I said in the beginning was over the top. You know what I'm saying? He's got that little kind of mushed in pie face, but he's very charismatic. He's funny, and ladies like funny. I like funny. I don't know all ladies, let me not say that, but most ladies like funny. If you can make me laugh, you could probably pull me out of anything. And Kimber says that Kimber is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. She's got that cocoa skin, that beautiful smile, child. I can't wait till my smile is back together, because Kimber got it, and I hope somebody understands it, sees it, that she has it. He takes off her shoes. Like, I guess I should take off my shoes to walk down here in this path. It's dirt, girl. Leave them shoes on, girl. Tell him I don't want to go down here. Can we go over here to the patio? Can we do something? Let's just go stand in the corner somewhere, because I can't take off my shoes. But he took off her shoes, which is a thing I love. I love when men help me buckle my shoes when they take off my shoes. He didn't know her, but he kissed the top of her feet, which is, you know, it's sexy if I'm in a relationship with you. I don't know if how y'all felt about that. I felt like maybe it was too soon. He could have kissed her hand or something. It would have been more gentlemanly, more chivalrous. I'm not sure. Well, no, nothing's more chivalrous than helping me take off my shoes and paying for food and being a provider, knowing how to protect me. I got a list of shit. So just forget it. But I think it would have been more appropriate for him to kiss her hand than her foot. So what I noticed was there was a theme, because Jimmy Jones had a thing for Alexis, London had a thing for Alexis, Mario had a thing for Alexis. There were several men. Carrie had a thing for Alexis. There were several men that were blinded by her beauty, but she came in with a presence. Like, when you walk into a room, ladies, you should be able to command a room with just your presence and a smile. Listen, not an air, you know what I'm saying? Not I'm the shit, but because she does not come off to me as I'm the shit, but she comes off to me as confident, and I know what I want. I told y'all I like her, but she's not who I'm rooting for the most now, knowing that it could be her. It could just be her. As the reason why she's not in a healthy, successful relationship. A healthy, successful, committed relationship. I still am rooting for her. I want all these ladies to find love. She's just no longer my absolute favorite. She's still up there at the top, but not my absolute favorite anymore. Anyway, so Jimmy Jones goes and Jimmy Jones goes and gives Alexa a little, like, I don't know if it was plastic or if it was glass, but a little red heart, which was cheesy but cute, and said, you already have my heart, hold on to this. And she was like, I hope you ain't got 10 hearts in your pocket, let me find out. You know what I'm saying? And she took it. Listen, fellas, it's 10 of y'all. It's one of me. Y'all all might want me, but you can't all have me. Show me something in this little cheesy heart. Even though it was adorable, even though it was cute, even though I would have been flattered, even though he was very charismatic, and like I said, he's funny. He looks a little funny too, but you look over that, like I said, the smushed in pie face, you look over that because of his charismatic style, and that probably makes him a ladies' man. You got to work with what you got. Shima, my girl Shima is my favorite. Now, she is funny. She is down to earth. I can see why the men said that they would put her in the friend zone, because you're so comfortable. Fellas, you need a woman like that. Like that, a woman that when you sit down, she makes you comfortable. She's easygoing. She's rational. We're not always logical, but she's rational, and she can understand and talk and laugh and kick it with you. Not just somebody that's pretty that you want to lay up in the bed with. And I really think Shima got it. I really think Darren got it right by saying I immediately have an attraction to her. She does have like one of them big mouths that people have, and that could be a turnoff, but nonetheless, she's still gorgeous. I don't know if it's the makeup or what it is, but her skin looked like black silk to me, okay? She had it together, especially in her confessionals. I don't know, that they teeth, they must have had them have their teeth whitened, because baby, all their teeth is just shining. My teeth are normally really, really white, but right now, because of the braces, it makes them look like they dingy. They not. Okay, I can show y'all a picture of me with my regular teeth without the braces, and you would see that they're white. Like, I'm tripping because it's a thing that I have. It's an issue that I have when I look in the mirror. Anyway, He really likes her, and I'm really pulling for Shima. I'm pulling for Shima and Darren. They actually look like they go together already. They already look like a puzzle piece that has been matched to me. Let me know if you agree with me down below in the comments. I don't like Mario. I don't like Mario. Mario is full of himself. Mario think he fine. I mean, Mario is cute and stuff. If he walked up and talked to me, I would holler at Mario. I would give him my number, but he borderlines cocky. Confidence and cocky, there's that thin line, and he's like leaning more over to the cocky to me, and I'm not feeling how he did my girl Nina. Now, Nina needs a little work though. Nina, I've been saying the whole episode, Nina has been saying the entire episode that she is uncomfortable, doesn't know what to do, is not aggressive, you know, is out of her element. And it is shown, but you could tell that she likes Mario because she went in with questions. Now, she might have came with the wrong questions. We all know we are here to ready to love. She said off top, I'm looking for my husband. I'm here to find my husband. Whatever it was a major turn off. We know you want to get married. Most women want to be married. Not all. Most women want to be married, but you scared them off. With the whole, I'm here to find my husband. What happened with your when you first got married at 29? Was it a shotgun wedding? Like, for him, it was too aggressive. And then when he walked away, he said to her, I hope you find your husband. Which was him saying, okay, this is the last time we gonna talk, that we're gonna converse. And somehow she still figures she got a shot with him, because when Tommy was asking, she said Mario, that she liked him. What else did I say? Oh, I did write in her favor, you know, you're trying to get to know somebody really quickly in a short time frame, and you really want to show interest. So I get why she probably came with those questions, and I understand why why we come immediately with those quick off the top questions, because we're like, I need to weed out the people that don't matter. I need to weed out the people that I don't want to deal with. And I commend her for that, but I think that we need to finesse it a little more. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be like no drill sergeant with no bunch of fucking questions. We ain't paying 20 questions. We need to ask these questions, but we need to learn how to finesse it, okay? Be assertive, be direct, but finesse what you're saying, okay? Don't just start shooting a barrage of questions unless you're literally playing 20 questions. So let's talk about this sex conversation that was happening at the table, that Darren had misinterpreted what Nina was saying when she was saying that she needs to have good sex. That good sex was important to her, but went on to clarify that she's looking for a connection. I don't know if y'all rock with me for real, but the majority of you who do know that I will tell you in a minute that sex is 80% mental. It is 20% the act. 80% is a connection. It is your mind. It is your emotions. It is the attachment. For a woman specifically, if you get all of that, sex will always be explosive, even if you don't have but this much, even if you ain't that great at it. But because we're connected to you, we will figure out how to make it work. We will try and open you up to new things that will help both of us be satisfied. Listen, y'all can pretend like I'm playing or I don't know what I'm talking about if you want to, but I do. And you can let me know down below in the comments if you disagree with that, but I really feel like once we have a connection, we're going to figure out how to make it work. Now, granted, we want earth-shattering sex. Most women want big penises. I don't. Give me an average penis any day. Okay, I could do a whole lot more with an average penis than some gigantic penis. But nevertheless, we will work with you when we really have a connection, when we really feel you, when we are wholeheartedly into you. Ladies, tell me what you think down below in the comments. Fellas, y'all can weigh in on that too. But then here comes John. John comes over and he says, see, that's these women's problems. They're thinking lustfully instead of love. He tells them that he is celibate, and instantly, oh wow, how long? 2 years. And you instantly, some of them vocalized the shaming of that, and others of them did not. I don't know if this lash, is it flailing, y'all? Some of them did not, okay? Like London, 2 years. Does it work? Like, that wasn't necessary, bro. You kind of shallow, though. When he broke it down to them as to why he was celibate and why, he was like, listen, I'm held accountable by a higher source. karma is something, and God will see fit that I get what I deserve if I go knowing full well I have no intentions of being with you, but I'm gonna sleep with you, I'm gonna connect with you, I'm gonna connect with you, I'm gonna connect with you, and I'm gonna break your heart, I'm gonna damage you, knowing full well I have no good intentions. I have to account for that. And I thought that was noble as fuck. So John, it is my prayer that you meet somebody that is specifically for you, that God has created for you, that sees you for a genuine person that will love you for everything that you have. I hope, my prayer is that you are exactly who you say you are, and your queen shall come to you soon enough. I know I'm talking ahead of myself, but y'all know where we're going with this. On the other hand, maybe he's been told he ain't been good at sex, and so I need to wait till I'm married. Nevertheless, he's gonna find his queen, okay? Okay, so then Tommy comes and he's all like, fellas, go, let me talk to the ladies. At the table right now, you have Nina, you have my girl Shima, I'm rooting for Nina too, and you have Aisha sitting at the table, and he asked the question, who are you feeling? Who are you not feeling? Blah, 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 blah. He goes around and he asks all the variety of ladies what it is, what you like, who you don't like, and why. And the consensus is that the ladies are not feeling Jimmy Jones for the exact reason that I said, that it felt like he was selling himself too hard, like he was doing too much. John, because he was celibate for the most part, yeah, but I said because it was like he was a dealer, like it was he didn't stop and really have genuine conversations with these ladies. He just used the same conversation over and over and over and over again instead of letting it naturally flow. I think that part of his problem is he's a little bit uncomfortable with who he is. He got to really stand firm in it and present who he is, not who you think we want you to be, John. And then Carrie, I forgot all about Carrie. Carrie ain't gonna last too long. I wouldn't even date Carrie, even though I would date a man that's 50, even 53. I might. 10 years used to be the gap that men used to try and date me. It used to be 10 years when I was in my 20s and in my 30s. Now that I'm in my 40s, it's reverse. The men are 35, 36, 37. There are a few that are right around the same age as I am. But the ones that are around my age always seem to think that I'm 35, 36, 37. When I say that I'm 43, they are surprised, which means this bitch is going to come with some baggage, which I've tried to empty the majority of my bags, ladies. Bag lady, you gon' hurt your back. We don't want to drag in all those bags like that. I know y'all don't like my singing, but I like to sing. And she's gonna know who she is and what she wants and move towards that. So that kind of scares men when they know you in your 40s. Hell, it should scare them when they know that you are in your 30s as well. So he gathers everybody around, he as in Tommy, and tells them, hey, so we're doing things a little differently. We have an even playing field. And right now, it is time for us to send somebody home. We are sending home a fella. What fella are we sending home? Now, it was apropos that he would choose the fellas first because they got rid of the fellas and the ladies stayed in season 1. So I don't think they had told them that it was really an even playing field. So they sent home John. Said that the ladies weren't feeling John and we're going to send him home. All of this, of course, is from first impressions. The ladies said that they loved London and Mario, and like I said before, he comes off as cocky to me. I don't like Mario. I don't think that's going to change. It looks like he's going to be around when we looked at the snippets. But this is also when Tommy lets them know, hey, the playing field is even. I did say that 2 people will be going home. We have 1 left, and guess what? One of the ladies will be going home. See, that changed the game. The ladies automatically felt like, okay, we safe, we safe, we safe, we safe, we safe. No, ho, you ain't safe. Nobody's safe. And you see the shock on the women's faces to know that they can now be eliminated. So when he says, okay, so go back in, let's go, round 2, Christina becomes the lawyer that she is. She's not argumentative, because lawyers can be very argumentative. They call my little Kingston the little lawyer at school, because he will argue his case until you say you have to believe him. His principal said to me, sometimes he's telling me something and he's arguing me to the point where I'm all like, well, did I tell him that? He don't do that shit at home. You can't play that game with me. I'm the judge in this house, okay? So I trump you, my nigga. Go to jail for contempt. Anyway, so if my son is a lawyer, I would be extremely impressed. He is brilliant. Okay, I digress. So at this point, she's now trying too hard. And Darren said it best. He was like, I now see women trying to make a connection with me that weren't before. Speaking specifically of Christina, and he was like, she's very aggressive, and I'm not into that, okay? I'm not into that. That's not what I want. It's going to work for somebody else. She's beautiful, but that ain't for me. And she interrogated them a lot, specifically about the 2 kids. I thought, this is too much, Christina. But you know what? I think that when they choose people, I promise you, I really believe that when they choose people to be on these shows, they already know who's not going to make it based on their personality from sitting and you know, having conversations with them. Who's over the top, who's not, who's down to earth, who's shy, who's going to make a great impression. I really feel that, and I really already believe that they knew John wasn't going to make it. And that Christina would be, for the most part, too aggressive for most men. We see Nina and Chica talking. Now see, Chica had my heart, because he was very reassuring, very supportive, very, you know, encouraging to her, because she was saying she's out of her element, that she's struggling in this competition, because that's what the fuck it is. I'm struggling to find where I fit in. I'm not used to being around 9 other women vying for a certain man's attention. It's normally one-on-one, and all the focus is on me. Girl, most of us would feel the same way. That whole situation, I don't give a fuck what nobody say, can be intimidating. You have to really be confident and come in there confident and strong and know you just as gorgeous as anybody. Because nobody knows nothing about anybody in this place. None of them know anything about each other. Just on appearance and look, and it looks in that first conversation. So you being standoffish because you're gorgeous, that mustard is popping on you. Listen, you being standoffish and not showing how secure you are is going to turn the man off. It is. It is. And I really feel like she's insecure because of the bad choices in relationships. And that may not even be her choice, because that nigga chose her, who was full on gay. You know, after being hurt like that, you skeptical and you really be like, okay, maybe not. She was like, I'm used to one-on-one interaction. And she could tell her, listen, the difference is when you give that man your number, you don't, just like now, you won't know if it's going to work. Not only that, you don't know if he's talking to other people. You're going to have to make yourself shine. You're going to have to figure it out. He was very supportive, and she probably should have turned her attention to him. She should have started liking him in that moment. She should have reached over and touched him. Y'all, you do know me saying that I like you or I'm interested in you is by a touch. Most people touch. If they don't touch you, they're probably not interested in you. And I mean just in like a regular, we're sitting here having a conversation. They should be reaching over to touch you at the table. They should be, and I'm just thinking about some shit, because motherfuckers is narcissists. They'll make you believe it. They'll manipulate you, but the whole time they in love with themselves. That's a whole nother video. I digress. So then they get back together, and it is the fellas' turn. So when Tommy goes around and they start asking who do they want to stay and who do they want to go, or who's the favorites, Alexis and Divine's name came up. Alexis more than Divine's, okay? Came up. Divine would probably have thought that it was hers that would come up more than Alexis's, but whatever. But the names that kept appearing that were not, I felt for my girl Shima, because a lot of them said Ashima. I was like, don't send Ashima home, you know. And you heard Chica say she liked the homie. I can't see her like a girl, like my girl. Nina's name came up and Christina's name came up. I was for sure Nina and Christina's name came up. And I also thought to myself, because Darren was sitting there when Chica said that, he was like, well, that's my top. That's my number one. She gets a 10 for me. I vibe for her. I don't know. I vibe with her. I don't know what these men are talking about. And here's the thing. here's the thing, y'all. I felt like, in my spirit, if they had let Shima go, I would have been in love with Darren. If he was like, well, I'm really interested in getting to know her, so I'm going to leave now too. That would have did it for me, but of course that's not what happened. When they came back together, the two women that were chosen on the bottom were Nina and Christina. I called them. Christina was too aggressive. Nina was not secure enough. And they sent Christina home. Nina gets another shot. Come on, Nina. I'm rooting for you, girl. Come on. I'm with you in this. You got it. You got it, girl. You got it. I don't want to play no games. Play no games. Right now, Alexis, I hope that her head doesn't get big, because right now she's just confident and secure in what she has to offer someone, and knows that anyone is blessed or lucky to have her if they chose her. I don't want her to cross that line, because Divine is now on the world revolves around me, and why wouldn't they love me? You know what I'm saying? That's where she is. And so she's not my favorite. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought about this episode. Who were your favorites? Like I said, hands down, I'm rooting for Shima and Darren. They may not make it all the way to the end because they're going to be into one another, but I am rooting for the two of them to actually build a connection and build something. I really want Nina to make it, but if she doesn't put her big girl panties on, she's gonna be out too. As it relates to men, we need to see more of the men. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest, because I'm tired of looking at I'm tired of looking at Jimmy Jones and London. Okay, show me some more. Show me some more Chica. I don't even like Mario, but show me him. Look, I can't even remember the dude's name that Aisha was talking to. Like, show me the fellas. Show me the fellas. And I know as time goes on, we'll get to know them more. We'll see more people dwindle, and we'll remember the names better. Listen, before you get out of here, let me know down below in the comments what you thought about this episode number 1. Like, how are you feeling it? Are you here for it? Do you like the couples? Who are your favorites? You know who are my favorites already. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching my review of Ready to Love Season 2, Episode number 1. Listen, it's your first time here? Then click the red subscribe button. Become a ray of sunshine. Be part of my family. And you're there already, so you should just click the notification bell so you're alerted when I upload Ready to Love reviews. Like, oh, there it is. It's here. I gotta go watch it. Last but not least, give me a thumbs up because you like me and I'll know it's real. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I'll catch you on the next video.